Hi all, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nitali Agarwal and we are here to learn data science. As promised earlier, we would be covering module by module, subject by subject that makes complete data science, and this course is completely free. So thanks to one and all who have subscribed to my channel, and who have not subscribed, please do it right away and share with your friends, family, so that everybody could be benefited and they could also learn, and you would be the source to make them learn over here. They would definitely thank you if you help them to subscribe to this channel. So we have covered pretty much topics, important topics that we have in descriptive stats. So that was, let's quickly revise through what all we have covered. We have covered measures of central tendency, that is mean, median, mode. Then we have covered measures of variance or variation or dispersion, that is your range, and then variance, standard deviation. We have covered what is the skewness in the data, how data is distributed normally, what are data types, what are random variables and its types, what is the difference between population and mean, and we have also covered a very important concept that is known as correlation. So today we are here to discuss about percentile and quartile. So if you remember, right now also I said that we have covered what are measures of dispersion. So over here also we will learn about, this is also one of the major measures of dispersion only, that is known as quartile. Quartile is very important. But what is quartile? Quartile is made from percentile only. So we need to understand what is percentile. Don't confuse it with percentage. Percentage is different and percentile is different. You could see this over here. I've captured marks of around 12 students over here, starting from 50 to 100. The total marks given is 100 only. It is out, the exam is out of 100 and maximum achieved was 100. So first of all, when you have to calculate percentile or quartile, your data should be in sorted order. And you don't have to do it because technology is there to do this sorting. You don't need to do it, but if first of all you need to understand how it is done. So your concept should be clear that the data should be in sorted order when you are doing a percentile or quartile measure. So if suppose this is student number 9, he or she is saying I scored 18 marks out of 100, what you will say? You scored 80%, correct? That is what we say in percentage terms, but it is percentage, it is not the percentile. So this is the 8th student in the class, 8th student, and how many we have in total? We have total of 12 students. So 8 by 12, it is 0.6667. It means it is approx 67th percentile. It is 67th percentile. It means that 67% people are above this marks. It means they are before this. They have scored 67% have scored below 80, and rest have scored above 80. So out of 100, if you minus, out of 100 if you minus 67, how much is remaining? 33. So 33% of people have scored more than 80 and 67% people have scored less than 80. That's what you say. That's what is percentile. Let's see this percentile. This is the 3rd student. So what is the percentile for this? 3 divided by how many numbers are there? 12. This is 25th percentile. It means 25, 30, 60 is the 25th percentile mark. It means 25% students have scored less than 60 and 75% students have scored more than 60 marks. That's what it's percentile. Now, what is quartile? We have to understand mainly what is quartile. If you understand the word quartile, quartile is made up of quarter plus percentile. So we have taken the first and the last bits of quarter and percentile and made it quartile. So what is a quarter? First, second, third, fourth. We have 4 quarters only. That is 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%. That is 4 quarters, right? That if you divide the data, it looks like 25, 50, 75, 100. So what is first quarter? First quartile means 25% of the data is above this point and 75% of data lies below this point. So this one is your first quartile because this is 25%. But you can calculate directly also in Excel. There's a function quartile. This is the function. So over here you have to enter the array, and what quartile you want to calculate? You want to calculate the first quartile. So what is the first quartile value? First quartile value 62.25. This is your first quartile value. What does this mean, 62.25? It means any data less than this, 25% data is less than this, and 75% data is more than 62.25. So over here also we said it is 25%, it 25th quartile approximately, right? There are 12 points and this is the what would be the 25? What would be 25 of 12? 12 would be, it would be a combination of, it would be an average of 60 and 63. 60 plus 63 divided by 2, it will give you 62.25 only. So that's how you got the first quartile. Now let's see the second quartile. What is second quartile? Second quartile means 50%. So what is that number? We want to get the, what is that? 71. So all the numbers that are below 71, they are 50% of the data is below 71 and 50% of the data is above 71. If you say above this or below this whatsoever, but understand that this is how your data is divided. Now one more thing, okay, let's first see the third quartile. Third quartile is this value 3. So this is 95.75. So sorry guys, so 95.75, any value less than this lies in 75% of your data lies below this one, less than this, and 25% of data is greater than this. That's what is your quartile. Now this 50th quartile or your second quartile, that is also your median. It is also your median. See, median is also the mid value, right? Same thing is 50th quartile. So median is your 50th quartile. Median is equal to your second quartile. So this is your first quartile, this is your second quartile, this is your third quartile. And one thing is there, that is IQR. That is interquartile range. Interquartile range is your Q3, that is your third quartile, minus your first quartile. So over here, what is our IQR? This minus this. This is your this is your IQR, interquartile range. That's why it is also a measure of dispersion, because in measure of dispersion we have range. Since range is liable to have outliers, it is affected by outliers, that's why we don't go with IQR. We don't want to go with range, and we go with IQR. IQR is something that you have taken into consideration quartiles and then you have considered. It is like a mid value, or considering your mid values, two mid values you have considered your IQR. It is less susceptible to your outliers. And if you have to calculate your outliers, you have to define the boundary for your outliers. Then you have something known as lower limit and upper limit. What is lower limit? Lower limit is your Q1 minus 1.5 into your IQR. And what is your upper limit? Your upper limit is Q3 plus 1.5 times of your IQR. So any value crossing 12 or crossing 146 will be an outlier. Outlier is the will be an extreme value. So this is all about percentile, quartile, lower limit and upper limit and IQR. We will be covering further things in R and Python. Once again guys, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you have not subscribed it, please do subscribe now. Like, share, comment and ask your friends and family also to subscribe.